Hey, friendo, Steve here.
And Larson.
And welcome back to Going in Raw. Oh, wait, hold on a second. I gotta hit record.
There you go.
Hey, friendo, Steve here.
And Larson.
And welcome back to Going in Raw Overrun. Thanks to all the friendos out there and the YouTube channel members, all the patrons for supporting Going in Raw. This is open, I think, to $1 members and up. So hopefully,
I hope so.
Even though we have like 20 people watching, so who knows? Anyways, good show today.
Yeah, it was fun.
Oh man, I didn't even hear what was the question that that got us talking about the gun stuff.
Oh, Eric, you just said greetings from El Paso.
Oh, okay, and then you took that from. Oh man, yeah, bummer. Anyways, hope you guys.
I know. It's like when we talk politics on the show, people are like, "No, don't do that," because I want to get away from that stuff. But sometimes,
yeah, I know, I get it.
Stuff in the world just happens, and it's hard not to voice your opinion about it.
I know exactly.
I mean, just. Yeah.
It was at the end of the show too, so it's like, if they want to turn it off, they're not gonna miss anything.
Yeah.
But I mean, I get it, dude. I get that people want the escape. I just when I hear it, I don't know, like sometimes with the show, because like we do it every day, it's part of our routine. This is when we talk the most to each other. It's like we talk plenty, but it's just like some things you just want to get off your chest.
Yeah.
And it's like, I know maybe it's not like the appropriate venue necessarily, but it's our platform. It's us.
Exactly. And
it's
like
us.
It's like when people are on Twitter saying, "Hey, don't talk politics." Well, I mean, it's all our platform. This is our platform.
Like, you don't have to follow us.
Social media is our platform. We take into account people want to use our show as an escape. At the same time, when something messed up's happening, something's on our mind, it's worth acknowledging and worth mentioning.
Yeah, totally. I mean, it is the show is us first and wrestling second.
Yeah.
That's just how it is.
Yeah.
But yeah, just horrible stuff. How was your weekend?
It was all right.
We saw Triple Mania together. That was rad.
That was fun.
And then Sunday, get to chill a little bit.
Yeah, I didn't really do anything. I just hung out with the kids.
That's cool. Yeah, I know. Our wives went off. They went left for a while. I had some dog fighting at my house this week.
Oh, do tell.
On Sunday. Well, my dog and my sister's new dog.
Yeah, I heard they were making acquaintances. And they just threw down.
You could call it that.
They were throwing down.
Yeah, it was. I'm trying to think. I've never seen two people just walk into a room, see each other,
and just start fighting.
And just start literally fighting. Yeah.
Oh goodness.
Yeah, that's pretty much how it was. So I had what we should have done. You
didn't do it on a neutral site.
Alexi, did you put any bets on them? Gypsy would have won, and she did basically.
So it was at your house, right?
Yeah, it was at my house.
Should have done neutral site.
Well, like we had brought Brody over, Marissa's dog, fairly recently, and I used the same template because that went okay.
Well, what kind of dog is Brody?
He's a puppy rot. So
okay,
he's a Rottweiler,
but small.
Well, when I say puppy, he was just young.
Okay,
now he's huge.
Gotcha.
And she hasn't seen him since then. And he was still tall because he's a Rot. They're big.
Yeah.
But he was just really young and floppy. And
posed no threat to Gypsy, essentially.
Yeah, basically. Like, she would draw her boundaries. He would come up. He would just try to lick her mouth a lot.
Yeah.
And she would get away from me.
Yeah.
In this case, Luna is 3 years old. She is a female. Gypsy's a female. Luna has... I'm not going to say it's a fresh scar, but it's not like completely and 100%. Like it's healed, but it's still there. She has a scar from her spaying, right? And Gypsy kept on trying to sniff that, and they were just trying to big dog each other.
Yeah.
They were trying to alpha each other, and there were two big fights. Nobody got bit.
All right,
but Luna. Yeah, it was like
they had their mouths right next to each other.
Yeah, it was that. Yeah. And so. They coexisted for a little bit, and then they went inside, and then I think Gypsy inadvertently scratched Luna right here, and she drew some blood. It was more Dr. Wagner blood, not Blue Demon blood. And they were like, yeah, we're gonna come back around to this at some point in the future, maybe. So yeah, that was exciting, but yeah, Luna is very new to our family, and I think that she just needs a little bit more time just to get the lay of the land and to meet everybody and understand that she's on friendly ground, and then maybe on neutral territory somewhere we will try to reintroduce them and see how that goes. Gypsy generally gets along with dogs pretty well. Like whenever we run into a dog at the park, she's always very chill. Like she there are certain she doesn't like people very much, but she does like other dogs quite a bit. So yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, maybe hopefully if you take them to a neutral site.
I'm hoping that's the case.
But hopefully like the issues aren't ingrained in their minds already. Like Gypsy or Luna will get one sniff, the other's like, "Oh, I remember you."
Yeah, maybe. I mean, Luna apparently like the thing is like I don't know if it was the SPCA that told Monica this or if it was the previous owner. If it was the previous owner, it was like you just can't trust it because she said all sorts of stuff in her notes about Luna, like including that like she wasn't potty trained. Well, she is. She's perfectly potty trained. There's a bunch of stuff she said that just wasn't true about her. Like Monica brought her home. She's like, no, she's fine. Like that's not true. And so I'm not sure if the she doesn't get along with other dogs thing was from the owner or from the pound. But somebody said that she doesn't get along with other dogs. So. Maybe it's just, I don't know. Maybe that's just how she is.
Maybe.
But then on the other hand, like when I take Gypsy out for a run or a walk, Gypsy sees other dogs and she starts barking at them and she wants to go at them. She's not like vicious towards them, so I think she just wants to go engage.
Yeah.
But he says Luna's totally chill when other dogs are around. So
interesting.
I don't know.
That's interesting. Julian Morris says Gypsy wants to draw blood on Larson also.
There was one time when she
bared her teeth at me.
She bared her teeth. It's because,
it was actually several times she bared her teeth at me. It was whenever I was trying to make food. When I was in your kitchen, we used to work at your house. I'd go in the kitchen and be making food, waiting by the microwave, and she'd stand there, her head down, and sometimes go.
Yeah, but that's not like baring her teeth. That's different.
No, I mean she.
Yeah, she would growl.
Yeah.
No, there was the one time I remember when I was actually kind of freaked out. And it was because you and I were filming some scene.
Oh, yeah.
Where I
think I just sat down next to you.
You did it in a very fast, violent sit-down way.
Well, I just plopped down next to you.
Yeah, you plopped.
And
very
she was
violent.
not happy about that.
She was not happy about that. She's very protective of her family. Yeah.
I'm like, I'm there every day. She should know I'm not a threat.
Yeah, I know. But at the same time, like she would get up on the couch with you during live streams and everything was totally cool.
Yeah.
You know? I don't know.
Unpredictable.
Yeah.
She's like the AAA of dogs. Very unpredictable.
Exactly.
Very
Fits in
unpredictable.
perfectly with my family.
Want to do non-news?
Yeah, let's do non-news.
Non-news. Non-news. Wang here. He's doing his name in chat. He loves his non-news crap. Anyways, here we go.
No, not yet.
Non-news. Zoomed in Steve.
I'm going to recreate the GIF.
All right.
There we go.
So
actual full cam?
There we go.
That works.
There we go. The Rock was on live with Kelly and Ryan.
Actual full cam?
The other one has a black bar on the bottom.
This one I think might have one on the top. Oh, no, it doesn't. That's fine.
Well, if you go to...
There we go.
Okay, there we go. Rock was on live with Kelly and Ryan, I think, on Friday.
Oh, Ryan Seacrest is on that now, huh?
Yeah. Yeah.
He permanently replaced Strahan?
I guess so. And he said that he is quietly retired from wrestling. He's not a wrestler anymore, which I guess we already kind of knew that. This we had to say, quote, I miss wrestling. I love wrestling. Yes, I do. I quietly retired from wrestling because I was lucky enough to have just a really wonderful career and accomplish what I wanted to accomplish. But there's nothing like a live crowd, a live audience, a live microphone, as you both know. Plus, I grew up in wrestling. For a lot of guys that don't know, my grandfather wrestled, my dad as well, my whole family, and actually had my very first match ever in the WB was at Madison Square Garden, and it was a big pay-per-view, and it was funny because I credit my time, my journey in pro wrestling to getting me where I am today.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, if he wasn't in wrestling, he probably wouldn't have been in the Mummy 2, wouldn't have been Scorpion King, and on from there.
Yeah, so on and so forth. Yeah, like you said, not surprising at all. That's why this is non-news.
Yeah.
A lot of people are saying this is sort of news, but it's non-news, man. Like he's been, as Alex C. here mentions, he's basically was retired by big Hollywood insurance firms. He is worth a ton of money, and these movies, all these movies that he's in. Like what was the budget for Hobbs and Shaw? Like 150, 200 million?
It made $61 million opening weekend.
61?
Yeah.
Is that good these days?
I think it's pretty decent.
What's typical for Fast and Furious?
I don't know.
The last one was 8.
Thereth Abada is an interesting question. Taking your dog with you while shopping, yay or nay?
Not my dog.
I wouldn't because...
You could if yours was like 10 years younger.
Yeah, Zoe's really good around people and everything. And
Yeah.
she's really well behaved.
Yeah.
She just can't handle the heat.
Mm-hmm.
She can't go outside really during daytime hours during the summer. I have to take her out in the morning as soon as I get up, pretty much, so it's not too hot.
Yeah, it all depends on the dog, man. It all depends on the dog.
Like I'd go to Lowe's yesterday because the smoke detector in one of my kids' rooms just started beeping, and they put smoke detectors in this house I'm living in, where you can't replace the battery. Once the smoke detector battery runs out or starts messing up, you gotta throw the whole thing away. How ridiculous is that? So I had to go and buy another $25 smoke detector.
Really?
Yeah, and
I have a couple spares if you just want one of mine. Take yours back.
No, it's already up. I already did it.
Bummer.
It's fine. I'll just remember that for next time. But it's one of those that's not connected to the power in the house because they had to put smoke detectors in the house before we moved in because I think there's only one in the whole place.
Yeah, okay.
Because they supposed to have one in every bedroom. That's what the code is now.
Yeah,
this house was built prior to that.
Yeah.
So anyways. Oh, when I went to Lowe's, there's a couple people that brought in some dogs to Lowe's.
So The Fate of the Furious, which came out in 2017, hit the number one spot with $100 million for the weekend.
All right. I mean, 61 million is nothing to sneeze at.
Yeah, weekend domestic, its first weekend, $100 million. There was no cars. Well, there were cars in this one.
Yeah.
No Vin Diesel in this one.
No. Idris Elba looked like he was like augmented or something.
In kayfabe?
Well, like his character in the
character,
movie.
he's augmented.
Yeah, that's what I meant.
But okay.
In the movie, he's got like robotic augmentations
yeah.
and stuff. That's pretty cool.
Does Vin Diesel has nothing else going for him besides
Fast and Furious?
I mean, I know he's the voice of Groot, but
No,
that's
so
not
he
really...
has something going on. I mean, that's like half a day's worth of work. I'm sure he gets paid handsomely for it.
Yeah. That's a waste of money right there, by the way. Having Vin Diesel be Groot.
Mr. Dope says Triple X. Remember Triple X, that movie he was in, Triple X?
Yeah, but he hasn't done another one.
Guillaume says he saw Hobbs and Shaw on Saturday. It was funny, more jokes than the main movies.
Yeah, it seemed like that was the case. Did you read that? Did you see that article? You probably just saw the headline. I actually read the damn thing.
What?
That it outlined in detail. None of this is surprising, but it's funny. Just how meticulous The Rock, Statham, and Vin Diesel are with letting the producers know how much their characters are allowed to get beat up.
Oh, I saw that. They're not allowed to lose any fights.
They're not allowed to lose fights.
I saw the headline.
Fights between any of the three of them have to be broken up by outside forces. Nobody can get over the other guy. The number of punches. Vin Diesel's sister is a producer on the films. She is also responsible for keeping track of how many punches he takes versus how many he doles out.
It's ridiculous.
A lot of money on the line.
I understand that.
They got to keep their image squeaky clean.
Now there's like kayfabe in movies now.
Boy, yeah. Movies are kayfabe, man.
How you supposed to?
Unless it's a documentary.
I mean, if you think about protagonists, you want to feel sympathy for them. You want to see they're facing true adversity.
Not these guys.
So they gotta come on the short end of the stick sometimes. They're in a fight, they can lose, only in the end to win.
I don't know, man. I don't think that's how storytelling works in 2019.
I guess not.
Although maybe they need to take some more lumps because 68 million is not 100 million.
True.
Is Vin Diesel happy about this 68 million?
Alex,
he didn't like this whole thing.
Alex C says that's what people want in a film: characters with no flaws who have no real struggle.
My dad likes movies like that. My grandpa was a big fan of Death Wish.
Yeah.
And in Death Wish, he takes his lumps at the beginning, usually via somebody he loves dying.
Yeah, like his whole family, right?
But then there's nothing like after that. It's just him killing people.
Yeah, it's a revenge movie. Yeah, that's usually how they work. I
movie.
mean, his loss comes at the very beginning. Yeah.
But there's never any tension to the rest of it. It's just satisfying revenge.
Yeah, no, I know. But like, I think in response to this particular article, people mentioned John McClane in Die Hard.
Yeah, sure.
Dude has to walk on glass in that movie.
Oh, that's
He's
why
got
it's
no
a great
shoes.
movie. No, I'm with you on that.
He gets his butt kicked all over the place.
I'm with you on all this. I'm just saying, like,
even like Total Recall. Arnold faces serious adversity in that movie.
Oh, big time.
That's why you root for him.
Yeah.
I mean, now I guess you root for heroes movies because you like their personalities. Like The Rock seems like he could be a cool dude. He's got a ton of personality. I guess you root for him because he's The Rock, not because the character he's playing. I don't know. Was he Hobbs or Shaw? I don't know. In these Fast and Furious movies, because you care about the
Hobbs.
Because you care about the characters, because you like The Rock.
I think with this, it's just meat. They just like beef. They want beef.
They want
action.
beef and they want the stunts and stuff.
They want like silly quips
and cars jumping from
not
building
toothbrushes,
building to building and stuff like that.
Yeah, I get it.
Alex C says,
so it says while that's much lower than the $98 million opening for The Fate of the Furious, this spin-off series doesn't necessarily have to reach the numbers of its recent predecessors to find box office success. With this $180 million global opening, it's off to a similar start to last year's Mission Impossible Fallout. It's doing well with audiences.
Alex C, I've never seen the John Wick films. Does Wick struggle other than dead dogs? In the first one, he does.
No, man. So, like, you're supposed to think that he does, but he doesn't.
I mean, you know, the end that he's going to come out on top. I understand, but at least they put forth the illusion that he's got adversity to overcome.
Yeah, I mean, no, though. That's what makes them fun, is that they're just ballets of violence.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I love those flicks. I think they're great, but it is like the idea is he's getting beat up along the way, but I don't think there's any time when you're like, oh my God, this could be it.
Yeah.
This could be it for him, you know?
Carlos asks, is Die Hard a Christmas movie? Yeah, totally is. I know you just
Die Hard
Christmas movie? Totally is.
Don't be silly, it's not.
It totally is.
Is there any Christmas stuff on the cover of the movie? Then no.
It's irrelevant.
That's
Thematically, it's very much tied to the holidays.
No.
It's all about family, man. About being with your
A
family
lot of
on
it,
Christmas.
then it's a family movie. You can call it that.
Let me finish. It's about being with your family on Christmas.
That's too specific. That's not correct. That's what Christmas Story is about. Being with the family on Christmas.
Yeah.
That's what that's about. It's a Christmas movie.
Yeah, it is a Christmas movie.
Yeah.
But so is
It's
Die
called
Hard.
The Christmas Story.
Yeah.
Die Hard has nothing to do with Christmas. It
not
happens to be around. It could have been Easter. It could have been any number of holidays.
But it was at a Christmas party, and John McClane wanted to be his family on like top holiday of the year,
Could have been
Christmas.
Man, have I ever told you the story? Like, it freaks me out to this day. I was listening to that prison podcast. There was that lawyer who was at a Christmas party, and then he had too much to drink, got in his car, drove, killed the family in a car, went straight to jail. Been there ever since. Went to prison. Been there ever since. Gonna be there the rest of his life.
Uh-huh.
Can you imagine going to a Christmas party and knowing, like, just not? It's like, man, I'm going to this Christmas party and then I'm gonna go to prison.
Well, I don't think you know.
No, you don't know.
Yeah.
That's the scary thing. You can go anywhere, and then you might end up in prison.
Alex C says on Christmas Eve, do you go, hey kids, gather around, we got a heartwarming film to watch, and then put on Die Hard?
No, exactly. Thank you.
I'd love that.
Thank you.
I'd be into that.
You would not do that, though.
I would for myself.
He said, gather around, kids.
My kids are a little older, maybe.
Once upon a time in Hollywood. Well, it's got a 10-day total of $80 million. That's decent.
Pretty good for a Tarantino movie.
Yeah.
Minion says my family does.
Okay, he's just being a contrarian. I don't think that's true. I think you're lying.
Oh, wow. Matt Broadhurst says, hey, friendos, had the H-Champ Adam Mayhem on my podcast this week.
Oh,
Really?
my God. Why would you have done that?
Sergio C says the director said it was. John McTiernan says Die
I
Hard
know.
is
That's irrelevant.
a Christmas movie.
You know why he says that? Because he wants more money. Because if you can market it as a Christmas movie, then it's just more money.
Totally a Christmas movie.
Patrick Levis says the Mr. Bean marathon on Christmas is best.
Ugh.
You're a big fan of Mr. Bean?
No.
You have to admire his staying power, though.
Yeah, I guess.
He's
but-
still relevant, you know.
Well, he still does Mr. Bean. That's different than saying it's...
Oh, man. Guillaume, since we're talking about Fast and Furious, you think Cena will outshine Vin Diesel? And then Vin Diesel gets mad about that? Yes. Absolutely. Absolutely. I think John Cena is going to propel himself into Rock-like status. He just needs to keep on choosing good movies like that.
Yeah, I know.
Like good, big box office movies.
Yep. Alex C, does Die Hard get shown on TV every Christmas? I think they show it on... Some channel showed it on Christmas.
Oh, to be sort of ironic and cool, they'll do
I think
that.
on AMC or something.
That's
like that.
irritating.
Totally a Christmas movie, man. Just really pay attention to it. It's a Christmas movie.
I do pay attention. I've seen it plenty of times, and it's really not.
Totally is.
Nope. So when are we going to get the... if Rock is Hobbs, I don't know what John Cena's name is going to be in this movie. I just want to see those two in a movie together. The Rock and Cena. I would go see that like first weekend. The Rock and Cena movie together.
Mm-hmm.
Would you?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
We'd have
Interested
to
in that?
review. Yeah, we'd do a review of that.
And then what if Goldberg was in that movie too?
Okay.
That's another thing we didn't talk about. Goldberg's nasty knee injury.
Well, I mean, he had a picture of his knee with some blood on it. I don't know what it was. There was no details. There hadn't been any details. Did he fall and skin his knee? I don't know. It doesn't seem.
Jeffrey Goldberg? No, it's Bill Goldberg.
It's Goldberg 95 on Instagram. It's reposted. That's where I saw it. At Goldberg.
Let's see if you put it on Twitter also. Let's see here. July 30th. Let's see if there's any tweets and replies. No replies. All right. I'm gonna get my phone out.
Get your phone out.
Instagram.
Now, Alex C. asked, since Bumblebee got good reviews, will Cena do to Transformers what The Rock did to Fast and Furious? I don't know. Patrick Oliva asked, what about the Pac injury? There really wasn't a whole lot of details about it. Apparently, Pac got hurt at a show recently. Maybe
I didn't even hear about that.
Might have been a groin injury.
Groin injury. Good groin injury. All right, Goldberg.
Carlos asked, you guys hear that AEW was showing their commercial before Hobbs and Shaw showings? Yeah.
That's smart. That's good business right there. WWE should be doing the same thing.
Alex C. says half his leg was hanging out Sabu style. What?
Whoa, who? What?
Is that Pac? Oh, he had a nasty cut in his leg? Ooh. Ouch. I didn't see anything about that.
Are there pictures on it? Are there pictures of it? Pac injured.
No, I've not seen the pictures of Pac. Everything I heard about it was...
reportedly suffers injury. This is Ringside News. When is this?
Alex C. says legit there was some flesh hanging out. Ow.
August 3rd.
I mean, that's not the right picture. That's just a picture of him, like, hanging out. I think. Unless you scroll down, there's flesh hanging out.
Oh, yeah, that was.
All right, there.
Oh, I mean, that's easily, you can sew that up.
Yeah.
That's not that big of a deal.
No, it's not that huge of a deal.
That's
That's
not like
pretty nasty,
structural. It's just a flesh wound.
I did see that picture, but I didn't scroll down all the way.
That's gross.
Yeah, that's kind
Just
of
wanna
nasty.
Stick it back in there.
So the ambulance getting sutured up.
What's worse, that or this Goldberg injury?
I don't know what's underneath all the gauze there,
gauze
so I don't
right
know.
there, right?
Maybe his whole kneecap's exposed. I don't know.
That's just gauze. I mean, there's a lot of that's some blood soaked
Yeah.
right there on that gauze. He said, "Find strength in setback. Spear, jackhammer. Who's next? Old school. Keep on trucking. Team Goldberg. Ready nutrients. Froist chess. Dodge official. Dodge. Does he have like a
Is he doing that? Oh, he has like a car show, doesn't
Goldberg's garage? Okay.
he? Yeah, he has a car show. Maybe he hurt himself.
Oh,
working on
he
a car.
says here, "'Tis but a flesh wound."
Oh, okay.
He hit hashtag "'Tis but a flesh wound."
So he's
Hashtag
fine.
Monty Python. Very savvy at social media. That
Hashtag
Goldberg.
who's next?
He's got 1.7 million.
Yeah, man.
Instagram
It's
followers.
Goldberg, man.
But he's only got 600,000 on Twitter.
Maybe he does more on Instagram than on Twitter.
Well, that would seem to be the case. Where's this here?
Wang Choco, did you guys get my Matt chat question? Did you just send it?
When did you send it?
I will check
When
immediately.
did you send it now? Or is it on Patreon? Yeah, how'd you send it, pal?
I haven't put a...
Yesterday. I don't know about any
Hold
of
on.
that.
There was a Matt chat question I saw yesterday.
Oh, here we go. Listen to this. We can do this on here because it's a bonus episode.
Uh-huh.
This latest Fightful Select post.
Oh, there you go about the MMA
So
stuff.
before I say this,
Yes,
I
Wang.
want to reiterate.
Wang, I got it, yes.
Greeting friendos, this is the non-news intro mark one.
There we go. We
Okay.
got it, Wang.
So I want to reiterate this. Fightful Select. You get these awesome
Oh,
emails
great.
that are sent to you, just chock full of information. Whenever they have breaking news, which is often, they're great. So check them out on Patreon. This is what they have. Talks with Eminem are falling apart.
Oh, for the soundtrack, yeah.
Yeah. In the hours following the report, Pro Wrestling Sheet's Ryan Satin heard from Eminem rep Dennis Dennehy, who admitted there was a meeting between the two unnamed third parties, but it wouldn't be happening. Dennehy also reached out to Fightful to set up a call about the story, but didn't follow up. Weeks and months later, Fightful would follow up again, but got bounced back emails when reaching out to Dennehy via his universal email. As it turns out, Dennehy left his job as executive VP and head of publicity at Interscope in May to accept a role at AEG. While still serving as a rep for Eminem, we heard several notes regarding the ill-fated Eminem 2K20 deal in the wake of Dennehy leaving. Very few, if any, in WWE were aware of the situation as it was being brokered between Universal reps and 2K. Prior to this, the idea of Eminem contributing to other games had been broached, but 2K and Universal came to an agreement in the hours before Fightful reported the news. It was stressed to us at that point that came to terms and agreed did not mean signed. Upon the news breaking, both Universal and Eminem's reps were caught off guard and upset about the news. Eminem personally didn't even know of the agreement that was reached as of yet, and neither did most in the WWE, which led to much finger pointing like the Spider-Man meme.
Mm-hmm.
As it relates to the situation, the deal fell apart accordingly, despite efforts being made by many to calm the situation and the nature of the pro wrestling news cycle. We should note that outside of Dennehy reaching out to Fightful originally set up a phone call, nobody from the Universal Media Group reached out to us in an official capacity, despite an internal investigation on the news breaking, and WWE did not respond to our request for comment. 2K did respond, stating soundtracks and projects are constantly in development at 2K, but agreement has not yet been finalized with any artists for our impending slate of games. So news broke, and it was no,
no.
Can't believe that happened.
A.O. Worms got it right. Bring back Wale.
I agree, totally. You know why? Because he bought us beers, and he's awesome.
Yeah, he is awesome.
Discord link going up today. Yeah, I'm going to do that as soon as we're done here. I'm going to start doing some Patreon stuff.
Did see that, Tim. You got a retweet from Vampiro.
Oh, really? That's cool. Oh, no, I did see that. Yeah. That's cool.
That is cool.
Yeah. Anyways, we got to get this stuff up.
Yeah.
Patreon stuff. I got to start shipping out orders. So thanks, everybody, for watching. Until next time, we'll talk to you later.
Goodbye.